is anywhere else, but in Delhi, it's pretty chilly. So, while we are all with our sweaters and, on this day, and we are very excited, I hope, to learn about smart goals and budgeting, which is the topic of our first webinar. So just for all of you to have some information, this webinar is being recorded and all of you can access the webinar anytime from our YouTube channel. You can refer back to it as many times as you like, because this will not just have information on what the content is as far as the modules are also concerned, but in addition to that, you should also receive information which is firsthand from the officials from Tata Capital as well. So very valuable insights. So just to sort of, bring everything together, I'm sure a lot of you ask or want to know what exactly is DhanGyan. I mean, Dhan and Gyan, very, very good two names that have been put together. But DhanGyan is essentially, it's an online financial literacy course. And this was started in 2015 by Tata Capital and the Center for Environmental Research and Education. So this online course, and I'm sure you're going to get a sneak peek of that, will have key financial concepts that improve the basic understanding for all of us to be financially literate. So this is an exercise to empower all of you, the youth, and those who are youth plus like me, but it is created to understand the basics of finance, financial concepts, and money management. So for those of you who have gone through the modules already, you will see how Tara takes you on this journey, and we will see real life applications of how Tara and her family sort of adapt and are able to apply these financial concepts into everyday life. Now, what we did is we launched DhanGyan for schools specifically for this purpose. So we are very proud to be collaborating yet again with Tata Capital and IDOBRO Impact Solutions for this program, which has been brought to schools, which is DhanGyan for schools. Now, this is for students of standards 8 to 12 and from our member schools. And through this program, and this is divided into 3 phases, and I'm going to take you through those 3 phases as well. You will learn the basics of financial literacy through the online modules, which I hope you all have accessed. You will attend the expert series webinars, today being the first of them. And after all of this, you're going to attend an online test. Now, don't be afraid. The test will be fairly simple. It's not difficult, but at least it'll help test your concepts of financial literacy. So going back to the program in itself, this entire program is divided into 3 phases. The first phase, which is ongoing, the school has registered the students already. The students are required to complete the first 5 modules because we think these are critical elementary financial skills, and it'll help you apply those in real life, life. You will also attend the expert webinar series and appear for the test, as I already informed you. Now, once you've given the test, and please take a note, the test date is going to be January 26th. Once the test has been taken, we will select the top scorer from each school, and they will be invited to complete a special project. So there is one teacher who will assist a student, whoever is the top scorer, to complete a special project. We will then select 5 projects, and those 5 projects will be invited to USO House in New Delhi for actual presentation of their project, their findings, and so on and so forth. So it's very interactive, and we want that these skills help all of the financial skills that you will learn, that you can apply it in your future as well. So we are just laying the basis or the foundation for it. Now, just to tell you all a little bit about USO, we are a registered society and were established in 1951. It is our mandate to advance the social, cultural, and moral standard of schools in India to global levels by providing schools access to extracurricular activities. We also conduct several tests, seminars, conferences, competitions, programs. If I went through the list, maybe this space would not be sufficient, nor the time. But we conduct all our activities on a national platform. So what is our vision? To help all of you students to become global citizens of tomorrow. So keep in mind all of these little things that will help you and take you to a notch higher so that you can think on a global level. Now, we are very happy that Deepali has joined us today from IDOBRO Impact Solutions. And I'm just going to give hand over the mic to her so that she can tell us briefly about IDOBRO and what they do. So, Deepali?
Yeah, thank you so much, Dina, and so great to see you all. Whoever is there joined us. I'm so happy that in such a humongous number, people have joined this competition. So, congratulations, first of all, to USO for that, for this fantastic thing, achieving so many people on the same platform and getting to learn and make our nation a financial literate nation. So we are doing this movement as a part of Tata Capital's CSR project, which Lina already mentioned. What IDOBRO do is very different and maybe difficult at your age to understand. So I just broken down into simple things that we are into social sector. We do a lot of things which will help our community to grow better and bigger uh, with uh, with whatever level of knowledge we have and expertise into research and implementation and stakeholder relation. So all these are big word ideas, children. So we will just see what what you want to understand is we are in 7 countries present, and we have now in 24 states of India. We have a local and global experience as stated here also. And what majorly I am heading is an impact lead and project and heading citizenship programs. So we build youth empowerment programs, we build teachers empowerment programs, and USO is our constant support where we build this ecosystem so that our efforts will make this generation a better generation, better citizenship for this India. So thanks a ton, Nina, for giving me this time for making children understand about IDOBRO. In nuts, it's a social enterprise where we love to touch and harvest happiness. Thank you so much.
Nice. It would be nice if I think all the students can also search up what is a social enterprise. These are new terminology, I think young students, but very nicely said. Thank you so much, Deepali.
Yeah, right.
And now moving on, and I'll just briefly introduce Tata Capital. Unless, is Ashwin online?
It is not
All
there.
right. Okay. So Tata Capital, I think, needs no introduction. I'm a huge all things Tata fan. Ratan Tata ji, huge inspiration for us. So I think it stems, it's present nationally, across the country, the affection for all things Tata related. But just to offer you a very brief introduction about Tata Capital Limited, it is a subsidiary of Tata Sons Limited and is registered with the RBI, which is the Reserve Bank of India. And it is registered as a core investment company. Now, what they do is they offer, through its subsidiaries or directly, funds and fee-based financial services to its customers under the Tata Capital brand. Now, what exactly is financial services? I think as we go through each of the modules, the students will get clarity on that. Now, as a trusted and customer-centric, it is a one-stop financial services provider. They cater to the diverse needs of retail, corporate, and institutional customers across various areas of business. And of course, as expected, they have over 100 branches that is present all over India. So now let us get into, I think all the students may have joined now, returned back from school, had a snack, and are ready to learn. So let's, without any further delay, I have the honor and I'm truly honored to present our speaker for the day, and that is Mr. Rohit Gehani. He is the Assistant Manager of CSR at Tata Capital. I'm sure the students must be wondering what is CSR, another Google item on your list, I hope. And so we are very, very honored to have him speak to us today, and he will make it very interactive and go through all the modules with you. Now, I'll just take a moment to tell you a little bit about Rohit. Of course, the achievements that he has, it's very hard to summarize everything in like 10 seconds. I'm going to try my best. Rohit has been part of Tata Capital since the last 9 years. He takes care of employee engagement and employee volunteering. He has his MBA in human resources, which is HR, and he loves to read and write. He, in the past, has worked with HSBC Bank in the customer service and in the sales department. So, welcome, Rohit, to our webinar, first webinar. I think you're inaugurating it. It would be right to say. The students are truly very excited and looking forward to learning and for you to share all the insights that you can about SMART goals and budgeting. So you could, if you could share your screen, I guess I hand it over to you, Rohit. You're on mute, Rohit.
Yeah. Is my screen visible?
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay. So, firstly, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the call. So, I know sometimes financial literacy can be a very, like a tricky subject. It can sometimes even be a little boring, but this module that we have is very, very interactive, and it has various characters that come through the session. And what you should do is probably just listen first to it, and obviously we will also take questions right at the end. But when you're listening to it only, you will understand quite a bit of it. And obviously we will also try and take some questions in between, and we will also like to get comments to see how well we are understanding, because there are some questions that come in between as well. So we'll just start with the session, which is SMART goals. Yeah.
Sorry, Rohit.
Yeah.
Yeah, cannot hear.
Okay, just hang on.
Hi, my name is Tara. I will be going along with you on your journey to becoming financially literate. You might ask, why become financially literate? Let's look at Seema and Ajay. They both work 8 hours a day and have the same salary. But what's different? Who do you think is more financially literate? Yes, you are right. It's Seema. She has money left over while Ajay's pockets are empty. That's what financial literacy can do. So, let's become financially literate. Today, we will learn where money first came from and how we can understand it better.
Yeah. So now we'll just go ahead and start learning. Yeah.
Ma gave my brother Rakhu 20 rupees for doing his chores. So, what are you going to do with the money, Raghu? Now I have money. I can buy that comic book I wanted. I wish I could exchange those birthday gifts I didn't like for comic books. Did you know? Before people had money, they did just that. They exchanged things. Click each icon to learn more. A very long time ago, when a farmer had extra grain, he could exchange it for things he needed like an axe or a cow. This was called bartering.
But finding a person who wanted to exchange a cow or an axe for grain was difficult.
That is why people started a new type of exchange, where each item or product was given a fixed value. For example, a cow would equal 100 cowries, a sack of grain 10 cowries, and an apple 5 cowries. These cowrie shells were the first kind of money in countries like India and China. Later, cowrie shells and other such objects were replaced by coins.
Yes, we have heard of coins from the Indus Valley civilization. That was a long time ago. It was about 4,500 years ago.
But coins could be heavy. Around 2,400 years ago, China began using paper money. Slowly, paper money spread across the world. But not everything costs money. From the list below, can you identify the things that cost money and the things that don't? Select the correct options and then click Submit.
Yeah, so this is where we'll now start also getting the students involved. So is there anyone who wants to probably put this in the comment and I can just select the right options?
Rohit, it's going to take a minute or two because we are
Yeah,
mirroring the screen onto YouTube for the
yeah,
students to
yeah,
join.
yeah, yeah.
So,
So do you want me to like probably just go ahead and maybe at the end we can take
air.
the questions that come for the this thing for the entire session.
Yeah, we could have questions at the towards the end. So
Okay,
we are getting responses though saying that air does not cost any money, and
okay,
air is what electricity, food, and car costs money. Air doesn't cost any money,
okay,
and so on. So there are several answers with that
okay,
respect.
okay. So we'll just probably just check and to see if all the answers that have come in are correct. Okay.
You got it right.
So
We
so
don't
we've
pay
got it
for the
right.
air.
So which is good. So congratulations everyone for giving the right answers. Yeah, and we'll just move ahead.
Only some things cost money. But even these things don't all cost the same. For example, a car usually costs more than a cycle, and a house costs much more than a car. Can you help Raghu? Guess what each of the following items costs. For each item, select the correct price from the list and then click Submit.
Yeah, so we can have a few answers coming in here. These are all the prices mentioned. So if anyone wants to just take a guess, what would be the price for the bag, the apple, the cycle, and the house? And these are all the options in each of these. Any answers coming in the comments?
No, I think they're saying that the screen is there's something someone's screen is someone is saying someone's screen is stuck. No,
Okay, so anyways, we'll
cycle
just
almost 4,000. Um, cyclist almost 4,000, I think that is one of the answers.
Yeah, actually 5.
They're saying cycle is
Well
4,000
done.
and then,
You have
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So these are all actually the correct answers. So we'll just move ahead.
I am shopping with my dad for our trip to Goa.
Tara, how do you like this suitcase? It only costs 1,500 rupees.
I like it, Papa. Let's buy it. When we buy things, we exchange money for goods or products. One function of money is that it is a medium of exchange for goods, like exchanging money for a suitcase.
Oh, that's so much easier than bartering with cows and grain.
Money also serves as a common measure of value or unit of account. This means that money can be used to measure the value of all goods. So, prices of goods are expressed in terms of money, such as 1,500 rupees for a suitcase and 10 rupees for an apple.
Imagine trying to decide whether to barter a cow for 3 sacks of rice or 5 meters of silk cloth.
Another function of money is as a store of value. When we put money in our wallet or in a bank and use it later,
Actually, you are always storing money, either in your piggy bank or cupboard.
we arrive at the station to board our train to Goa.
I need you to take these 4 bags to the Goa Express.
I charge 10 rupees per bag, so it will be 40 rupees for all 4 bags.
Fine. I will pay you after you put the bags on the train.
Money is used as a medium of exchange for services. When you pay someone for doing some work, this means that Papa pays the porter for his services. Papa also tells the porter that he will pay after the bags are on the train. When payment is done in the future, after receiving the goods or services, it is known as deferred payment.
It's so simple if you see the functions of money like a chart.
Click the functions of money button. Functions of money. Medium of exchange for goods or services. Measure of value or unit of account. A means to store value. A means of deferred payment.
Yeah, so there are various definitions which are there. So deferred payment is one of the definitions which is mentioned here, which is money given after taking the services.
You have learned about the 4 functions of money as a medium of exchange for goods, a medium of exchange for services, a medium to store value, and means of deferred payment. On this screen and the next screen, for each example, identify the corresponding function of money. Match each example with the function of money and then click Submit.
Okay, so here we can again take some comments, because obviously we went through the function of money. So Raghu buys a chocolate. So function of money. So what will the answer be? If we have any coming in the comments, then we can just check that.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait for a couple of seconds
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, we have an answer from Om. The first one is medium of exchange.
Superb. Okay. What would be the second one?
Exchange. I think everybody's talking about the first one.
Yeah.
All
Achha,
right.
correct.
Yeah, so I think we can move on to the second one. We've got a lot of medium of exchanges now. Okay, does anybody want to take the second one, please? We are moving on to the second. Mrs. Verma saves money by putting it in the bank. So 2 is B. Prachi Gupta has given answers of all of them. 1A, 2B, 3C, 4D.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So should we try and submit and see if that's right? We'll just see. Okay.
Try again.
Ah.
You did not
Try
select
again.
all the
Okay.
Okay. So the first one was correct. Okay. So if we want, we can also go, probably if we don't want to go in a straight line, we can try eliminating the ones that we may be very sure of, and then maybe we can go to the last one. So do you want to try this? Paying a phone bill at the end of the month, what would it be?
4, means of deferred payment.
Okay.
There's an answer from Meenal.
Okay. What would the third one
3,
be?
2 is B. And
Okay.
Prajan said switch the last 2. So I think he means C is D and D is. Oh, 4 is deferred payment. Meghna is saying as well. There are many responses. I'm going through them as fast as I can. 3 is also for store value. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll probably just check. Okay.
That's incorrect.
So here,
got
so here there is, so I think there was a mismatch here that happened. Okay. We'll just move
So
to the next, because
yeah.
we'll just move to
When
the next. Yeah, sorry.
sorry, there was a Gurmeet is saying 3 is to store value, which I think is the right answer. So we could
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
put 3C, because whether you put
yeah,
money in a bank or in a piggy bank, it's the same
yeah.
thing. It is
It's the
a
same
means
thing.
to store value.
Yeah, yeah. But then here it's like obviously grayed out, so it won't allow now. But yeah, I mean
Allow
that
us,
was the
yes.
correct answer. So, but good. So obviously everyone's
Here are
understanding.
some more examples. Identify the corresponding function of money for each example. Match each example with the function of money and then click Submit.
Okay, so once again.
Yes, Aman says 1A,
Okay.
2B, 3C,
Okay.
and 4C.
Okay, let's check. Okay, first is correct. Second, okay. Does someone else have a different answer for second?
C, Meghna, Chavi,
Okay.
they are saying C, and wait a minute, Navneet is saying B, I think.
Okay, so this is
They're
correct
going too
actually.
fast. They are going too fast. It's hard for me to. And then 1A, 2C, 3D, 4A. Navneet Sharma said 2D, 2C, Jagdeep Manya says 2C as well. There are too many answers, I think.
Okay, we'll just try and check. We'll just try and check
I think if
this.
we can.
Try again. You
Okay.
did not select all the correct options. Recall what each function of money stands for.
Okay.
I think it'll be important for the students to understand what is the meaning of
Understand. Yeah.
each of those. So, if I may just take a moment, the four students, can I request you to stop typing the answers for a quick minute, please? The medium of exchange. So, perhaps Rohit, if you could kindly go through those four items. I don't know if they all understand.
So I mean they were there as part of the this thing which we saw like previously where the four things were mentioned. So probably even if the students go through it themselves, like maybe at a later time they will still be able to understand what each means. But here when you're buying grocery, basically you are getting something in exchange. So that's the reason why it will be a medium of exchange, okay, for goods or services. Then when you're paying a carpenter after it's after he's fixing it, so that's a deferred payment. The one that we saw where he was paying the money only after keeping the luggage. So that's what it is. Okay. Then Shaila giving tip to a waiter at a restaurant. This again will be should be again for goods or service because there is a service that she is getting here at the restaurant and fixes the price of a piece of cloth as 200 per meter. This will be a means to store value because no, this will be a measure of value or unit of account. So this is what it should be. I will.
Well done.
Yeah.
You have understood all the four functions of money. The correct answers are given below.
So I hope this was pretty clear, but see, it will not get clear very immediately. You will need some time to go through the examples once again to try and understand what each one will mean. Okay, so that's what we'll just move ahead, and we'll obviously also take questions at the end once again. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, Rohit.
Tara and Raghu, I have a treat for you. You get 200 rupees each as pocket money for the journey. We have a 10-hour journey ahead and we will be stopping at 5 stations.
Thanks, Papa.
Make sure you're careful with your money because it has to last till the end of the journey.
I know exactly what I'll buy. Here's what I bought. What should I buy? Papa has given me 200 rupees as pocket money for my train journey. I would like to buy things for my journey, but I cannot make up my mind. Can you help me decide? We have a 10-hour journey ahead with halts at 5 stations. Select the correct options and then click submit.
Okay, so basically there is 200 rupees and she has to buy certain things. Okay, so now she wants us to help us decide in a 10-hour journey with 5 halts at the station. So there are things which will be important. There are things that may not be important. Okay, so 200 rupees is what she has. So we'll have to obviously add up things to see what are things that she can buy, which will be important. So uh, I mean, do we ask students to take a guess or do we just go ahead and maybe
No, we're already getting responses, Rohit. So
okay.
I'll read them to you.
Yeah,
Meghna says apple and water,
okay.
and oh, it's it's going very quickly. Just one moment.
Yeah,
Several answers: water bottle and apple, water and
okay.
biscuit. Sachin says,
Okay.
um, and apples and biscuits, apple and water, water and apples.
Okay.
Om says she should spend rupees 40 at every station. She should
Okay.
buy 1 biscuit, 1 water bottle, and 1 chips.
Okay. Okay. So 70
And
rupees one.
40 at every station is what
Yeah. So
they're
we are
saying.
already at 70. Yeah. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
the thing
chips
that
and
needs to.
yeah, water and 2 apples, water bottle and 2 apples. I think there are several answers.
Okay. So
Water,
we'll
everybody is
go with
almost
water and
yeah,
apple. I mean, just to.
yeah.
Well done. There are 4 more stations to
So
go.
good. So that's probably the correct answer. So good. Nice. Students are pretty sharp.
Yes, and answers are still coming in.
Yeah.
But it would be, if I may just say, if it's anything,
Today,
if
I
you get
visited
70
the
rupees
homes
from
of
your
my
parents,
uncles.
it would be nice
Yeah.
to save a little money and keep it on the side for a rainy day. So if you spend
Yeah.
less and get the things that you need and not what you want, then you can
Yeah.
save a little bit money later on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. Go ahead, Rohit.
Yeah.
Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Today, I visited the homes of my uncles Ramlal and Shamlal. Their homes and the things they have are quite different. Looks like they have very different assets. Uncle Ramlal has a big house and a fancy car. Uncle Shamlal, on the other hand, has a small house and a small car. What are assets? Any item of monetary value, especially if it can be converted into cash, is called an asset. So, houses, cars, jewelry, and bank deposits are assets.
So Uncle Ramlal's assets are his big house and big car, and Uncle Shamlal's assets are his little house and his small car.
That's right. But Uncle Ramlal took a loan to buy his house, and Uncle Shamlal owns his house and car without taking any loans.
So isn't Uncle Ramlal's loan a liability, not an asset?
That's right. When someone borrows money, which they have to pay back, it is called a liability. So Uncle Ramlal's loan is a liability. Payment of rent and payment of electricity and telephone bills are examples of liabilities. With all these assets and liabilities, I'm confused. Finally, who is richer? Uncle Ramlal or Uncle Shamlal? To know who is richer, we need to look at their net worth. Net worth is total assets minus the total liabilities. A person's net worth indicates a person's wealth. Net worth is equal to assets minus liabilities. Let's calculate Uncle Ramlal's net worth first. First, we add up the values of his assets. Next, we minus his liability from his assets. Okay, and I'll add up Uncle Shamlal's assets and minus his liability from his assets. Click. Let's calculate Uncle Ramlal's net worth first. First, we add up the values of his assets. Uncle Ramlal's assets are his house, which cost 50 lakhs, and his car, which costs 5 lakhs. His liability is his unpaid home loan of 20 lakhs. Next, we minus his liability from his assets. So, we minus 20 lakhs from 55 lakhs. Uncle Ramlal's net worth is 35 lakhs. Now, you try calculating Uncle Shamlal's net worth. Okay, I'll add Uncle Shamlal's assets, a house of 35 lakhs and a car of 1.5 lakhs. Uncle Shamlal's net worth is 36 lakhs 50,000. You did well. As you can clearly see, Uncle Shamlal's net worth is higher than Uncle Ramlal's net worth. Therefore, Uncle Shamlal is financially much healthier. Always remember that net worth defines the financial health of an individual. You're right. Some people look wealthy with their fancy assets, but we need to also look at their liabilities to know the truth. You have learnt about assets and liabilities. Raghu, do you want to try to calculate our parents' net worth now? From this list, figure out which ones are their assets and which ones are their liabilities.
Click each option and then click on the blank box where it belongs. After you are done, click Submit.
Yeah, so we can just try attempting this with some quick answers.
We're getting a lot of comments saying that Uncle Shamlal is richer.
Yeah, we've already gone through that. We need to now
We went
look at
through
the asset and the liability. So
All right, we are starting to get answers on this. Meghna says land is an asset.
okay,
Prachi says assets are home, land, car, gold. Jewelry, and Rajpreet as well says land, car, jewelry, house.
okay. So we'll go
School
with
fees.
the rest which are there in liabilities and just check.
Well done. You got it right.
Nice.
Great,
Our
go.
parents.
We'll just move to next.
Next, we need to calculate our parents' net worth. I found out the monetary value of each of these assets and liabilities. Now, let's use the calculator to find out their net worth. Calculate the totals for the assets and liabilities and then calculate the net worth. Type your answers in the given boxes and then click Submit. Click to open calculator.
Okay, so we'll just move ahead because we have a fair understanding of the asset and liability. So it will be the assets minus the liabilities, and that will come up to the total. So we'll just skip this and move ahead.
Suhani has in fact calculated, and she says the
Oh,
total assets are 43,75,000. So has Meghna.
okay.
So that was some very quick calculation, I must say.
Yeah.
Total liabilities, Suhani has also calculated 20,45,000. Meghna has also calculated. You are very fast, all of you. Very nice.
Nice. So it shows that they're picking up things. Good, nice.
Yes.
Who does not want to be
Yeah.
rich or have a high net worth? But how do we do that?
That's a secret not many know.
You are not much help, Buck. Well, I know the secret, and I am going to share it with you. The first step is to list the SMART goals. Raghu, do you know what goals are? Of course I do. We set goals all the time. When I study, I set a goal to complete one chapter each day, and Mom's goal is to be the best mom. Now let's understand how to make goals SMART. Click each letter to learn more about SMART goals. Your goal should state exactly what needs to be done. It should be specific. I can't just say, I want to be rich. I have to say that I want to have a high net worth. But even a goal of high net worth is not enough. Look at the next letter. A goal has to be measurable. It should include numbers and descriptions that you can measure. Like saying, I want a net worth of 6 lakh rupees.
I know Papa can do that, but can you?
It has to be a goal with a target that can be met. Papa has already met a target of 6 lakhs. So I can too. I think a net worth of 6 lakhs is achievable.
Oh, but I'm not sure I can do that just yet.
That's true. Right now, you are too young to be earning that much money. You can't travel to the moon today. Your goal has to be something that is within your capacity now. Your goal should be realistic.
So think about what you can do now.
Finally, a smart goal is time-bound. A goal of 6 lakh rupees would take almost 20 years.
But a goal of 500 rupees net worth will only take me a few weeks if I saved my pocket money.
Either goal is fine, as long as you know when you want to achieve it. There should be a beginning and an end date so you know by when you need to reach that goal.
Writing down your SMART goal is an important first step. Raghu, why don't you write down your goal of having a net worth of 500 rupees?
But I don't want 500 rupees. I want a blue sports bike.
Well done, Raghu. Cycling saves petrol.
Raghu, sports bicycles cost a lot more than regular ones. Your ma and I will need to plan and save up for it.
Then it will take years before I have a new bike.
Cheer up, Raghu. It won't take years if we plan, right? Let's do it together. First, let's develop a SMART goal.
A blue sports bike.
Yes, we want to buy a blue sports bike. I had gone to the store yesterday and the bike costs 7,500 rupees. How much do you think we should save every month for this bicycle?
I want it in 6 months. So we need to save 1,250 rupees every month so we can buy it by then.
Now, let's see if our goal fits the SMART goal requirements. Click the button to find out if Raghu's goal is SMART. Let's examine the goal in detail.
It is specific because we know what type of bike we want. It is measurable as we know how much the bike costs. It is achievable because we can save that amount of money. It is realistic because we know we can comfortably save 1,250 rupees each month.
Now let's practice using SMART goals. Raghu, remember when Papa gave us 200 rupees for the train journey to Goa? You spent all that money so quickly.
Yes, by the time we reached the 4th station, I had spent all my money and couldn't buy any more food. How did you save your money till the end?
I had a SMART goal. Now that you have learned about SMART goals, you can try and figure out how you could have planned better too.
Can you help me understand where I could have planned better?
Can you help Raghu understand which of the following goals meet the SMART requirements? For each SMART requirement, Select the goal that meets it. Select the correct option for each SMART requirement and then click Submit.
Okay, so we can just again take some options from the kids on SMART goals.
Yes, I think it'll take us a minute before they
Yeah, yeah,
start responding.
yeah.
So, just for the benefit of students, one of the things that I learned quite early on was what is a need versus what is a want. If you have that picture at the back of your mind, this will become easier. All right, so we have Suhani who has answered Prachi as well. One is A. We are getting the answers from
Okay.
Manya, Om, Minimol, Adil, Monica, Rosa. We're getting a lot of answers. One is A. And okay, so maybe we can have two. And I think Suhani and Prachi have answered all of them. So
Nice.
has
So we'll just take
Prajan.
those. Yeah.
Okay, so S is 1, M is
Okay.
2,
Okay.
and A is 1,
Okay.
R is 1, T is 2.
Okay. Fine. So we'll just check.
Well done.
Good.
Good job.
Good. Nice. So we'll just move ahead. Good. So
Now,
understanding is pretty
let's
clear.
examine a method for developing the best SMART goals. Write down your dream. Next, frame your dream into a SMART goal. Check if it meets all the requirements of SMART. Is your goal specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound? If it meets all your SMART requirements, start working towards this goal. If your goal does not meet SMART requirement, fix the goal and check it again. Continue this process until you have a SMART goal. In this module, you learned that using the barter system was difficult, which is why we use money instead. Money can be exchanged for goods and services, can be used as a common measure of value or unit of account, can be used to store value, and can be used to delay or defer payment. To understand a person's wealth, you have to know his or her assets, what he or she owns, and his or her liabilities, what he or she owes. Wealth can be measured by net worth. Creating SMART goals helps you plan and use your money wisely.
Okay. So basically, this is just about the a way where they have mentioned about how the expense is being made using the smart goals. Okay, so now if you look at this, we'll have to first read the question and then obviously answer accordingly. Okay, so it says Neil is a 18-year-old boy. He wants to make a garden in his balcony in 2 months, and how he earns and spends his money. Then help Neil frame a smart goal for this project by answering the questions that follow. So every month he's earning 2,000 from tuitions, 1,000 from giving his bicycle on rent. He owns a laptop and a video camera, and that's his expense each month. 750 on food, 300 on bill, 500 on movies, and 200 to repay his father for the loan. Yeah. So we'll just see next. Okay, so we now whatever that we have learned, we are just trying to put that to practice. Okay, so we are just trying to see what is his net worth, and through that we are just seeing what are his assets and what are the liabilities. Yeah. So we'll just go with the first thing, earning from tuitions 2000. Will that be a asset or a liability? So everything is divided in that only. So if there's someone who wants to answer all, can answer all also.
Yeah, they are answering. So the answers
Yeah.
that we're receiving are Sadarsh says 3000 minus 1750, which is 250. I think that's a calculation error.
Oh, okay.
But Suhani says assets are tuition, bicycle rent, but that is from, yeah, assets are tuition, bicycle rent, laptop, video camera.
Okay.
And Unique Jalotra, I think that is an online name, but 250 is the answer that he's giving. Navneet says he earns 3000, expenses are 1750. Okay, I think they're identifying the net worth, or they're calculating the net worth.
Okay.
And the net worth calculation is 1270. Prajan says 1270, some say 1750. Net worth according to Lakshita is 18,800, and so on.
Okay. So how are they coming up to that? So what are they doing? They are adding up all the assets and minusing
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I think students, you all need to understand what are assets. Anything of value that you own completely is an asset. Anything that you own for which you have to pay a loan is a liability. So going through the example that is on the screen, earning from tuition, that is an income. So you're getting the money in. So when you get the money in, it's an asset. Earning from bicycle rental, again, an asset. Education loan payment, it's a payment that you're making. That is an outflow of cash. You have to pay that money. So it's considered a liability. There are a lot of responses coming, Rohit.
Okay.
The
So
liability and so on. But the calculation is not there. Yeah.
okay. Okay. I think there was one answer which had already come in, which was I think this.
Yes. Prajan had said 18,800.
Okay.
Prince also has said 18,800.
So that is
Sachin,
correct. So
yeah.
that is correct. Yeah.
There,
So we'll just
right.
move
Suhani
ahead.
also said 18,800.
Okay,
Yeah.
good news. Okay.
Yeah.
So
This is a, yeah. Sorry. Go on, Rohit.
yeah. So this is another one. So how much does Neil save? So he's earning 3000 and he's spending 1750 every month. So how much does Neil save every month? So it will be what? This minus this. So what is the answer? I mean, since people are very fast at calculating, so
So we're getting answers, but I'm not
okay.
sure if that is for this one.
Huh.
3,000. Lakshita says, Mohana says 1,250. Sanjay says 3,000. Sachin, Pradeep, Prince, Mohana, and Prajan say 1,250. Navneet as well. Manya, Vivek.
So 1250 is
Okay,
correct.
so we got the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. So I think, Rohit, the rest,
We are
this
through
is a
with
great,
almost
yeah.
through with this. So this obviously the kids can obviously also go through this. Okay. So we can just move to the next one, which is budgeting, so that kids can also understand a bit about that. Yeah. So just
Yeah,
one minute.
it's, we
Yeah.
had
Sorry.
had this webinar for give or take an hour. So if you can skim through the budgeting
Yeah.
quickly. Yeah,
Yeah.
the reason why we wanted to have these modules is because from the reports that we have received, I think several of the students have yet to be logged on to the
Oh,
modules
okay.
and take a
Okay.
look. So it's a
Okay.
great insight into learning about how the module is, how interactive it is, and how it can actually
Yeah.
help you plan for. Yeah.
Yeah. At least students got a hang. So, and they have also obviously seen that it's very interactive, and so they'll have a lot of fun learning and all of that. So yeah, so we'll just quickly go through budgeting, and then obviously the students can also go through it in detail. And in case if there are any questions, then they can definitely come back to us.
Tarun and I get the same amount of pocket money. My pocket money gets over at the beginning of the month, but Tarun's money lasts until the end of the month. How is that possible?
That's because I budget my money. In this module, we will learn how to budget. This will help you plan your spending wisely and save money.
Okay, so basically, obviously we will also go through the module a bit, but just to explain you all, so budgeting basically is a way where whatever that you are earning, okay, so there is also a way to spend the money wisely and also save. So it has to be a balance of both saving and spending. So that's what basically budgeting is. Okay, we will go through the module, but we'll go a little quickly, and we'll just try and see what slides are important. Yeah.
I've used up all my pocket money and need to borrow some from my grandfather. Dada, can you lend me some money?
Tara, the month has hardly begun. You borrowed money from me last month as well. On what do you spend all your money?
I'm not sure. I spent some of it on movies.
So how much time do we have? Till what time can we continue?
The time was until 5:30 that we
Okay.
had for an hour.
Okay.
So
Can we
perhaps
continue till like 5:45, and then we'll end? I mean, whatever that we have been able to cover,
are
and
able
then
to
we can
cover.
also take questions.
Sure. So maybe sure, if we can make it quickly, I think for the students who have some extra classes or something like this,
Yeah.
we'll share the link of the YouTube video with your teacher, and you can view it later as well. But the others who can stay on, please stick around.
Yeah. So we'll just go ahead.
You get 1,500 rupees as pocket money. That is to be used for breakfast from the canteen and bus fare to go to school. I think you're using your money for movies.
But Dada, I love watching movies.
Yes, but that's why your pocket money gets over so soon. If I don't give you money, what will you eat for breakfast? Food is something you need, whereas you don't need to watch movies. That's what you want to do?
So this is basically need versus want. So that's what we need to understand as part of the budgeting. Yeah.
Dada, what's the difference between a need and a want?
A need is something you cannot live without, like food and water. A want is something you can live without, like a soft drink. You don't need to drink a soft drink every time you are thirsty. You can drink water instead. Can you tell me if your movie is a need or a want?
Movies are a want.
That's right. It is important to first spend your pocket money on what you need and then think about what you want. Help Tara classify the following into needs and wants.
Click each option and then click on the blank box where it belongs. After you are done, click Submit.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just go through it pretty quickly because we still have a few more things to cover. Okay.
Well done. You got it right.
Okay, so just look at this, like just glance at it. So this is what it is, pretty easy. It's not difficult.
Next, help Tara rank her needs and wants in order of importance. Click each box and select the correct rank from the list and then click Submit. Not quite. Think
Oh,
about the
okay.
things that are important to have.
Okay, so
That's incorrect. You got some.
so not at all important. This was most important probably, and this was
Yeah,
important.
food.
So that's the
Yeah, food is most important.
and that was important. So that's where what.
Important. Yeah, yeah.
So, I should first spend my pocket money on my needs like food and bus fare. Then I can decide which wants to spend on.
Yes. That way, your pocket money would be enough for your expenses every month. Your pocket money is actually your income.
Can you call pocket money income? Tara has not worked for it.
Income is the money a person gets. Usually, it is the money you get for work that you do, like the salary your papa gets every month. But it can also be money that you get in other ways, like rent from a house.
So my income is the pocket money Ma gives me every month. So Dada, what is your income?
When I was young, I had a job with the government and got a salary because I worked for more than 30 years. The government still pays me some money every month, even though I don't work anymore.
How lucky you're getting income without working.
Yes, he is not working now and he is retired. But don't forget, he worked for over 30 years.
The money I got from the work I was doing was my active income. Now I get passive income, the money I get without working for it.
Hey Tara, you get pocket money without working. It is your passive income.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just look at another slide, and then we can probably just take some questions from students so that they have a better understanding of things. Yeah. So we'll just look at one last slide because it's pretty long. So
I know Papa's salary is his active income. Does he have any passive income?
Yes, he does. Your papa bought a house a few years ago with money he had saved. Now papa's friend stays there and pays him rent every month. He gets his money without doing any work, so it is his passive income.
Think of ways to get a passive income while you are still young.
yeah, so we can probably just try and take some questions from the students so that we know that whatever they've learned so far they have understood, and in case if they have any doubts.
Sure. I'll open up the chat box for that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a very, very interesting question. Sadarsh asks, how can we earn money when we are so young?
Okay, yeah, that's a very nice question. So, see, actually, it depends on, there are some hobbies which can help you earn. So, definitely, writing is one of them. In case if you are interested in writing, then writing can definitely give you money. There are a lot of freelancing websites which are there where, people post whatever is their requirement. So that's one way of doing it. Second way of doing it is that a lot of people have their smartphones. So you all can also create videos and all of that. But again, see, to earn money, the first thing you need to do is you need to create some assets for yourself. So you will need to create some videos and put it up somewhere where people can see those videos. They have the confidence in you that you will be able to make certain videos, or maybe write something for them, and then you will get like some work, and then that can give you money, not big, but yeah, I mean, at least it will help you to start earning. So that's what it is.
Yeah, another source of money that I always tell my children as well is the pocket money that they get from their parents.
Yeah.
It is not an income per se, but it is money that you can save and then use it for those wants of yours, which are the video games. And there are a lot of students here who are on YouTube with YouTube names,
Yeah.
which are different from their own names. So that's a very, very good way. There is a comment, in fact, from Rebros Plays, which is, of course, a YouTube name. Try showcasing your talents like singing. Do it for free first. If people like it, they will hire you to sing in parties.
Absolutely, yeah.
Interesting idea, but it depends on your age as well and your parents' consent. So please don't forget, anything and everything that you do requires adult intervention. So very, very important for all students that are here. Please do not try doing anything on your own, especially when it is online, because online medium is just as it's a very, very big world, and there can be many other implications to sharing your content and your information online. So please be careful on that. Lipika says start your own business, which is a very, very good idea indeed. But if entrepreneurship is a very, very important aspect of our economy, our global economy. Jivish says, please explain, ma'am. I'm not certain what that is. But yes. Oh, please explain smart work again. Adil would request you please to go through the module. You will understand what exactly is smart. The breakdown of smart is mentioned very, very well in the module that Tara goes through it with you, because it needs to be actionable, it needs to be measurable,
Specific, yeah.
and so on. So there's a very good question from Pranjal. How DhanGyan is important for us? Rohit, do you want to take that?
Yeah, so see, DhanGyan is a financial literacy module. The best part is it's very interactive. So learning is fun, and you also learn a lot of things. We have also had adults who have learned and gone through the financial literacies, and they have learned a lot more about saving and banking and a lot of those things which you may not have an idea on. So that's how the module has been made interactive and very informative. Also, for students, the good part is at the end of all the 9 modules you complete, there is a test that you give, and you also get a certificate which you can save, and you can also take a print of it. So that also helps you, add to your things that you have learned. And a certificate is a certificate. It helps you in various ways.
Right. And then there are other comments, of course. One of the questions is, please explain passive income.
Yeah, so passive income basically is something that you are getting where you are not working. So a lot of people. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So
Yeah, go ahead, Rohit.
yeah. So basically, a lot of people, who have done government jobs in the past and also obviously still do government jobs. So once they retire, they get a pension. So the pension that they get is a passive income. Again, the other example which was obviously mentioned was the rent that you're getting when you have a flat and when you give it at a rent. So you're not doing anything, but since that is an asset you have given, you get a rent against it. So that's a passive income that you get. Again, other passive incomes can be where probably you just say put some content where people keep coming and reading it on an ongoing basis. So where you put it once and people keep using that content, and then there are some ads also that come on. So you will have to obviously learn digital media, but then that's one thing. Once you create it, you can get a passive income even out of that. Google gives you a passive income. And then there are also other ways also, but you will have to obviously explore. So you can probably just Google and you'll get many more ideas on that.
Yeah, thanks so much, Rohit. So we have one question which is related to the program, which is the final DhanGyan exam. Will it be conducted online or offline? So Om, the answer to that is it'll be an online exam. It will be conducted on January 26th. The dates, because every school will get a specific date and the time when it will be conducted. So every school will get that schedule. Your teacher will inform you about that. Now, I think that's all that we have time for. In terms of next steps, we are going to conduct the second webinar, which is going to be on insurance, and it will be on the same time. It'll be on at 4:30, and the link will be shared with your teacher. So would request all of you to join the webinar for tomorrow, which covers insurance. So that is all. If there's any other question that you have, please send us an email or a WhatsApp. And what we'll do is we will send that to Rohit so that he can answer those for you. But would request all the students and the other teachers who are attending the webinar to please go through the modules, because it'll help us gain an understanding of the webinars and the content that is being discussed here. So Rohit, thank you so very much for taking the time
So yeah,
and
thank you to
joining
you.
us.
Yeah, thank you to you. And also, all the students were pretty brilliant with, the way they were giving answers pretty quickly. So I think they're brilliant students, and they will definitely learn well and, do very good in their lives. So all the best to everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, it is our aim to make all of them financially aware so that they can take the right decision and grow the money. But I just want to tell all the students, there is no quick way to earn money. Earning money is through a lot of effort, but please note that there is no quick and easy way to do that. I'm just going to answer a few more questions, Rohit. Sorry, taking a bit of your time. Pranjal, the link of the exam, I'm assuming you're referring to the online test that we will conduct on the 26th, will be shared one day before. Don't be in such a rush to access the information. Everything will be sent in due course. And the other question was from Sadarsh, who is saying, when can we access the modules? The modules you can already access. Your login IDs have been sent to your teacher. Kindly get your login IDs from your teacher. All right, great. So thank you so very much, all of the students and teachers who are joining us. We will share the link once again if you want to see the webinar again. And that's about it. Rohit, did you have some parting thoughts, or I'm just going to end the meeting then?
It was good. I liked taking the session. Thank you.
Great. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great evening. Hopefully, you're a little bit more financial literate. We'll see you tomorrow at 4:30, same time. All right. Thank you.